towards Muslims, the greatest man ever to set foot on this earth, and to have his name to start his life, you know, is, you know, we couldn't ask for any more. This is one.
Sometimes it's hard to live up to him. Obviously, there is no way that I would ever be able to live up to him, but still I should make the effort.
5. The new generation of Muslims are going back to the roots of the religion. They realise the importance of that and are looking back to the traditional names. Happy birthday, dear Mohammed.
If you are called Muhammad, you can't really hide your Muslim identity.
Today, hip-hop is all about babes, bling, the glorification of drugs and crime, and it appears to be spiritually dead. But 16-year-old Mohammed Ismail G's rapping has nothing to do with bling.
I thank you Allah for blessing me with such people, especially with my ultimate hero.
A lot of the hip-hop artists talk about drugs and violence and crime. I would like to talk about only the positive aspects. So everything I sing about has got to do with my faith.
Okay, all right, Mark, can we stop there, yeah? Let's have a listen back to that, yeah?
Okay, 1 second.
Let's get it so it's on the beat, yeah?
We're offering an alternative to the mainstream. Our whole idea is to bring remembrance of Islam.
Mohammed is a member of the Mecca to Medina Islam hip-hop family founded by Rakin Fatuga.
Trust me, there is one.
Metropolis is still the bliss for those putting emphasis on worldly pleasure, the leisure of the shallow.
The music that we perform is about our experiences of being Muslims born here in Britain, and we use the rap form because rap is good for spreading messages.
In the world, you can't afford to be complacent in this day and age, because every breath is sacred. Spiritually, we're naked.
Trust me, there is one.
I would say it's socially conscious rap. We might talk about peace in the world or the dangers of the bling culture.
All the love and care that we share is...
Today, Mohammed's in the studio recording his own songs and raps. It will be his first album, and he's being coached by New York Muslim rapper Misunderstood.
Swear down, they just mean too much to me. I have 10 parents and 100 siblings. I love them all. Now back to the singing.
In certain parts, you have too many words. And Mohammed, he's really talented. I just think he needs a little bit more confidence. Yeah, that you could do that too. Because you want to get the flow going.
Yeah.
I don't really care for this dunya. I'm past it. I'm a believer for real.
Misunderstood is one of the few female Muslim MCs.
My whole image as a Muslim female MC, people don't get that. A lot of Muslim women are not very vocal. Yes, Islam is the way, and I said we did. I like to see a woman who can rap, who don't have to sell sex, who has clothes on, someone who doesn't curse. So I'm showing the world something different.
The revolution is here.
Islamic rap is big business in the States, worth in excess of $1.8 billion a year. Artists like Common Sense and Mos Def are the commercial face of Islamic rap and use references to Allah and the Quran. For any schoolboy wannabe rapper, being approached with a recording contract is the dream big break. But for Mohammed, it gave him a dilemma.
When I was first asked to join the Mecca to Medina family, I was really chuffed. Then I went home and I started to think whether I am doing the right thing or not.
The traditional Muslim view of music is basically music is not really allowed because through music people sort of lose their senses. So like alcohol is forbidden in Islam, music is forbidden.
According to a strict interpretation of Islamic law, singing is allowed, but full musical backing is not permitted.
My family did a lot of research for me. There was some really lenient scholars which said music is okay if it's used for the right purposes, but the majority of them said that only percussion instruments and the drum is allowed.
There's no difference between me and you.
Mohammed and Mecca to Medina only perform a cappella or with a backing of percussion. But despite this and their promotion of an Islamic message, they have met some resistance amongst Muslim audiences.
In the beginning, it was very tough. The elders, they were, what's this? This is not our music, this is not our way. What is this? This is Western style. I think some of the elder generation need to understand that there is something called teenagers. These are British-born kids. We've got to talk to the young people in a language that they understand. Who's going to be out there advising Muslims that might be taking drugs? And there are a lot of them that do get involved in all of these things if we're pretending that it doesn't exist.
For teenage Mohammed, growing up a Muslim in secular liberal Britain presents daily challenges.
The usual teenage life is drinking, smoking, going out with girls. But Islam, it prohibits all of that. So I try to resist the temptations. I do it from my heart and I do it from my own will, and I understand the reason for it.
It's peer pressure, tremendous peer pressure, and you have friends who have different values, and I just hope that I've given him the right upbringing and that he knows when to say no.
Mohammed has also had to face a more threatening challenge. He lives in multicultural East London, where he feels he fits in, but that wasn't his experience when he visited a predominantly white part of Essex.
One place I went, I was the only Asian person there. I received a lot of racism, stuff like, "You stupid Paki, go back to your home country." And then some people said, "Go blow yourself up." People don't know how that hurts you. But it also made me angry, obviously, if people put me lower than them just because of the colour of my skin or for what religion I follow.
Allahu Akbar. I worry for Mohammed's generation because they're growing up with such hostility. To be a Muslim right now is quite tough.
I think people have little or no understanding of Islam at all.
We haven't educated people, and half the ignorance is our fault. Had we been more open with our religion, what religion is about, and basically it's the same religion that Christians and Jews followed. Their faith is a lot like Islam. They're all believers of one God. Our values, morals, are very, very similar. This is why I think it's important for people like Mecca to Medina. What my son is doing is actually showing people the positive of Islam.
We hope to get our album sold in major music superstores such as Virgin and HMV. I believe that if I pray with all my heart and I pray strong and I do it for the right intentions, it will go into mainstream music and I can open non-Muslims' minds to what Islam is really about.
If Muslims as well as non-Muslims get to see this, then perhaps things will change for the better. People will understand Islam more, people will become more tolerant.
Today's Generation Mohammed represent the future for Muslims in Britain.
My son's growing up as Muslims in Britain today. There's so much that it can bring to this society.
I want my sons to grow up with a compassion for other people, a tolerance of the society they live in, but also I want my children to be knowledgeable so they don't feel that they're being different to their non-Muslim counterparts is a bad thing.
So how will the next generation be viewed by the rest of Britain?
Some segments of the British society do fear Muslims, and if Muhammad is the 20th most popular name, they will see that as a threat. But I think they should see that as an opportunity. In the future, Britain will be relying on the skill and resources of young Muslims more and more. They are the people who will be shaping our culture, our restaurants, our music. Most white British should be thankful because the white British population, in fact, is aging, so their pensions will actually be paid by young Muslims. So we need to nurse and nourish young Muslims because these young people are our assets. And I think that Britain hasn't actually done that, and that needs urgent attention.